Hey, all you Atlas Earthlings, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here saying, hey, thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate your time. If you continue to like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I say that in every video because I look at the analytics, and the fact of the matter is the majority of people who watch my videos just don't subscribe. So if you do, thanks a lot. Okay, I've got a two-parter here for you. It's not going to take that long, but the first part is going to be a news update. And as you can see by my graphic, Atlas Earth went live in Japan today. They've been talking about it for a little while, and it finally went live. So for those of you who live in Japan and are interested in a new mobile app that you can earn a little bit of extra money on the side, it would be good to check out Atlas Earth. And if you do, please use my referral code in the show notes. You get free 200 free Atlas bucks, which is 2 free parcels or 1 free badge. And then I get 100 Atlas bucks out of it as well. So I would appreciate it. And you can check my backlog of videos. I've got a video that is in the show notes that will tell you all about the game if you're unfamiliar with the game, tell you how it works, and how to make money on it as well. So, okay, so welcome to those from Japan. Now, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the news that was released today. Okay, so we're over here on the official Atlas Earth Reddit, but he also made the same announcement on the Discord channel. He's been dual posting to keep everybody up to date here. So Japan went live, and the long-awaited going live of South Korea, guess what? Looks like it's not going to happen. Looks like to me that some kind of law got in the way, or they couldn't overcome some hurdle, because they've been talking about this for quite some time. Let's look at the details. What they say is, while we plan to launch in South Korea, we've made the difficult decision not to distribute Atlas Earth in South Korean app stores due to legal and regulatory reasons. However, the map of South Korea is still accessible. If you visit the country, you can purchase land, you can collect your super rent boost, and you can earn badges and titles. We remain committed to operating within the laws of each country and hope to explore new opportunities in the future. So what that tells me is there was some kind of detail in a local law in South Korea that just they couldn't overcome the hurdle, and it prevented them from officially going live, in the fact that if you go on vacation, you can go over there, or if you're traveling to South Korea and you're going over there, you can still do all these things: purchase land, collect your SRB, earn badges and titles and such, but they're just not putting it on the App Store over there. For whatever reason, it looks like South Koreans are going to miss out. I'm sure there might be some ways around that, but also you got to think about whether you're going to be in legal compliance or not. So unfortunately, I have to bring you that news. Now, moving forward, the next country on the list is Brazil. And jumping over to the website, I see that at the bottom they have added the tier listing for Brazil. So this is good information, and it looks like if you live in Brazil, be prepared for Atlas Earth to come live there pretty soon. The team has said, well, Manning has said that they expect that they can go live, or they're prepared and they have everything in place to go live in about one new country per month in 2025. So it looks like they're moving right ahead. So unfortunately, South Korea is not live. However, we're getting ready to see Brazilians be able to play Atlas Earth. Okay, and we are going to wrap up by answering a question from a viewer. This is Meteors Fan 21 asks on a video yesterday. When you said losing rent without tier jumping, are you saying not incurring rent as fast and the extra amount of parcels offset the lower multiplier in boost? That's a great question, so I figured I'd take a couple minutes and explain. Also, a shout out to viewer Holy North 460, who left a request for more of a guide to playing in either Germany or France. So I do plan on doing that. However, I want to go ahead, and usually I use the US as an example because that's where I play. But in this to answer this next question, what does it mean when I say losing rent? Now, it kind of is a little bit of a misnomer, but the whole idea behind tier jumping okay, is that once you hit, so for instance, if I lived in Germany or France, the first tier ends at 70. Okay, so it would behoove me to stop at 70, because if I crossed over into 71, my boost goes down to 15 times and what I'm making goes down. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so we're over here on the Atlas Earth Calculator, which once again, if you don't know where it's at atlasearthcalculator.com, or you can find a link in my show notes. I don't make this. Another user makes this. I always like to give a shout out to Matt Smith. Great calculator. You can go on this website. Up at the top, you want to set your location. So I have cleared all my personal information, and I've switched over to the Germany, France location input. And what I did was I just put in kind of an average allocation of parcels here. Everybody's going to be a little bit different, but I just put on average, okay? And I also just put one badge in. That'll give you a 5% boost. What we're going to look at here is you can see that, and I'm boosted. I put boosted at 20 hours per day because that's my normal boost. Obviously, that's a variable as well. If we scroll down here to this section, what we can see is my average is about 19 cents per month, or per day average, with $5.77 per month. Obviously, there's a lot of variables here, so just hang with me. And about $69 and a quarter per year, USD. Okay, so my main point here is this is sitting at the max of the top tier, which is at a 20 times boost. If I just add one more parcel and cross over to 71, let's see what happens. Just for the sake of being random, I added one rare. So we are at 71 parcels now. And that 19 cents per day went down to 15 cents. Okay. Now, this is the whole idea. Let me bring this window back over again. This is the whole idea behind tier jumping. Okay. The idea is that once you get to the maximum level of a tier, then it would behoove you to think about what you're going to do next. And if you're going to jump into that next tier, to save up enough Atlas bucks to get at least most of the way up to your next tier. So in the case of France or Germany, the next tier would be 100. Now, somewhere therein, around 95 to 98, somewhere there would be what we call a break-even point, which you would be making the same that you did at 70 parcels before you broke tier, and your boost level went down from 20x to 15x. And it's fine to go ahead and jump to that if you want to, instead of doing the full jump. Because after that, then your rent is just going to proceed to go up. Now, here is a little bit input to that, because a popular question is, well, why should I even ever break that tier at 70 and go down to 15 times? Well, as your boost level goes down, because let's be clear, at the top level of the game, 10x, everybody's the same. Everybody is going to be drawing 2 times, and what we earn is going to be the same. Okay, if you go up to the US, because everybody compares to the US because we make the most, everybody at the top end of the game is going to be making the same. It's just how we progress to get there. But I usually say that you're losing rent when you break tier, because you do lose rent. Now, it doesn't come out of your pocket, but you stop earning as much. In this case, where we looked at a tier 1 player in Germany and France, their earnings went down from 19 cents to 15 cents. Now, overall, is that a lot? No, but the whole game is building on what you have to progressively make more with the most efficient use of your Atlas bucks. The other point here that I will throw in here, because it's directly related, is as you are acquiring more land, and this is anybody, not just Germany and France, as you're acquiring more land and your boost multiplier is going down, it becomes more important for you to get all those super rent boost hours in on a monthly basis. Because a popular question is, well, why should I advance past the top tier, the 20 times or 30 times, wherever you happen to be? In this case, the top tier for Germany and France is 20 times. The reason is because when you hit those super rent boosts with all the extra property that you have past that, past that 70 mark, you're going to be making a lot more. So it's proportional. The as you lose your rent boost multiplier, it becomes more and more important for you to get all the super rent boost in, because that's where you're making your money. And that's where all these people who have a lot of parcels of land, that's where they're making their money on a monthly basis. So when the super rent boost goes down, set your clock, get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and keep boosting. Now, since we're on the topic, I will go ahead and address this for Holy North 460. I am over on Tasty Wallet's guide, which I always leave a link in my show comments because it's so handy, and he updates this and keeps it active. This is what I based my how I play the game, although how I'm playing it is a little bit different since the challenge ladder came out, and you have to look at it and kind of decide for yourself. But the basic idea for Germany of France is, if you're a player, to buy 40 parcels. Now, this applies to everybody. Right about that 40 parcel mark is the place where it makes good money sense to go ahead and spend Atlas bucks on a badge and start getting that 5% boost. Then buy parcels to 70, and that's where you stop, and you buy 10 more badges. That will get you up into the 10% boost across the board. And keep in mind, these badge boosts are across the board in effect at all times, and those are percentage based and not multipliers. And then after you get into the 10% boost with the badges, then you will buy parcels to 100, then buy 50 more badges to reach 61, which will bring you up the next tier on the badge boost. Buy parcels to 400 by tier jumping, as we discussed. Buy 40 more badges to reach 101, and then buy 59 more parcels to break even into the 2 times boost. Okay, so all this can be found over on Tasty Wallet's guide. Like I said, I leave a link in the show notes. Okay, this has been Bronze Dragon. Welcome to all the Japanese who now can play Atlas Earth. Once again, if you want to start playing and earn a little bit of extra pocket money, go ahead and check out my video I have at the end of this video. Will be linked. It's basically goes through everything about Atlas Earth, and use my referral code in the show comments, get 200 free Atlas bucks. So welcome to Japan, and I hope the other answers I provided today gave German and French players a little bit more insight. Otherwise, this has been Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and hey, I'll see you in Atlas Earth. Stay boosted.